And good morning once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Breakfast Extra. It's a Saturday edition this time, and today, as yesterday, let's do a little history class again. But don't worry, this time we don't have any exams at the end, but just a kind, friendly reminder where we've been and maybe a clue about where we're going. So let's begin where it all started in the 1980s. So Nigeria, or the oil boom party, it came crashing to a halt. And then, boom, everything was gone. The cash was gone, and what was left was an economy gasping for breath. Salaries stopped stretching, jobs disappeared, and hope felt like a rationed commodity in supermarkets. And in the middle of that chaos, something very curious sprouted forth. Fraud. Yes, you heard me right. Fraud. At first, it was snail mail. Actual letters written on fine stationery, complete with stamps, men in smoky rooms cooking up stories of trapped millions in Lagos banks, or widows of generals with secret fortunes begging for help to transfer funds. And all they needed was a little advance fee. You send the money, and the world will come to know it as the Nigerian prince scam. But here at home, the law already had a name for it. Section 419 of the Nigerian Criminal Code, obtaining by false pretense. That was what it was called. And just like that, 419 became a brand. And as technology evolved, so did the scam. Letters became faxes, faxes became email, and emails, well, they became full-blown Yahoo chat room operations. That's how the streets baptized it Yahoo Yahoo. Because many of these boys cut their teeth inside of internet cafes, hammering keyboards on Yahoo Messenger, crafting out pitches that could fool even the sharpest uncle in Atlanta. But let's stop the presses. Ladies and gentlemen, Nigeria has deported 50 Chinese nationals for cybercrime. Yeah, you heard me right. Not Nigerians this time. No, not those uncles in WhatsApp groups promising oil blocks for a token, but this time, actual Chinese scammers or hackers. Now, for once, the fraud headline doesn't have our name on it. So I guess we can clap for it. We can clap for us. Clap, can we? But actually, no, let's not clap, because we actually should be worried. Because if Nigeria is now fertile enough soil to attract and import scammers, then something is deeply off. When your country becomes attractive, not for investment or innovation, but as a playground for global cybercrime, what does that say about governance? What does that say about regulation, about state of the economy? Are we exporting hope and importing fraud? The irony here is sharp, because for decades, Nigerians carried the global stigma of internet fraudsters. They call us 419ers, Yahoo boys. Now the tables are turning, but has anything really changed? Or is the crime simply expanding its nationality list while still thriving on our soil? And that brings me to the kicker here. We laugh at Yahoo boys, we rage when our passports get side-eyed abroad, but let's not forget, the most dangerous scams are not run from internet cafes, not anymore on keyboards in back rooms. They sit in our high-rise government offices. They sign budgets that never trickle down. They vanish billions meant for schools, roads, and hospitals. Those are the scams that cripple nations, those inboxes. So here's your food for thought this morning. What would Nigeria look like? Just what if? What if the same energy we use to expose Yahoo boys and Chinese hackers was directed at the fraud happening in broad daylight at the highest levels of government? That, ladies and gentlemen, is the real headline I would like to read next week. Let me say once again, welcome to Breakfast Extra. It's a special edition because we have a special host. Let me say good morning to you, Queen Celestine. Thank you very much for joining us on Breakfast Extra. Welcome to the family. Let me just put it that way.
Thank you, Masino. Good morning.
Yes, indeed. Did you ever get any of those letters from a Nigerian prince? I'm wondering, did you ever?
Thankfully, I did not, and I don't want to.
Yeah. Well, how gullible do you think you would have been? What's the most gullible you've ever been?
I think it will be the first time I moved to Lagos, but that's a personal story.
We are going to talk about that story.
Why don't you come over, Masino? Let's start this conversation.
Right now. Welcome once again to Breakfast Extra.